Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are privileged today to have the Princeton High School Color Guard here with us. Post the colors.
Color guard, forward, march. Left, 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 right. Color guard, hold. Colors reverse, march. Left, left, color guard, hold.
Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets burned red, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
order, colors. Present, colors.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, colors. Colors reverse, march. Left, left, color guard, hold. Post the colors. Post. Present, arms. Order, arms. Post. Colors reverse, march. Left, left, forward, march. Color, hold.
And now it's my privilege to introduce the president of Concord University, Dr. Kendra Bachus.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here today, and I thank you all for joining us. I want to especially thank those who took of their time and planned this wonderful ceremony remembering our veterans. I want to thank Kelly Hudson and the Concord University Choir, who did an amazing performance this morning. Thank you so much. and the Princeton High School Junior ROTC for posting the colors for us. We appreciate that. Today we gather to honor those who've given the highest service any American can offer our nation, those who have fought for our freedom and who have stood guard and watch over our security. On Veterans Day, we join with citizens all across America at gravesides and in veterans halls, in parades in small and large towns, through social media postings today and news reports, to contemplate and to appreciate a debt we can never fully repay. Every American soldier who ever put on this nation's uniform in war or in peace has assumed risks and made sacrifices on behalf of every other American citizen. They have also risked their lives and their beings in serving mankind far beyond our borders. Each of the men and women in our armed forces today bears this common burden. And so Veterans Day belongs to each of them and to each one who's protected this nation we love over the more than two centuries of America's existence. I'm glad to welcome you to Concord today and to share some moments of appreciation for every service member's sacrifices and the sacrifices that their families made to share with their country. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. It is an honor to be here today to remember and honor the service and sacrifice of our nation's military. And because I was given this opportunity to stand before you this morning, I would like to personally thank all of the men and women who were willing to give of themselves to defend me and my family and friends and all of the liberties that we enjoy every single day. It's a small fraction of our population who are charged with keeping us safe, and I will never, ever be able to fully express my appreciation enough to all of our veterans and servicemen and their families. Soldiers are selfless people, and their bravery and loyalty are things that we should recognize year-round, not just on Veterans Day. Veterans are an important part of the Concord University family, and there are several individuals who work daily to keep our veterans program accessible and vibrant. One of the people who was instrumental in leading Concord to becoming one of the most veteran-friendly campuses in the nation is our speaker today. The soon-to-be Dr. George Williams is a veteran, a Concord alum, an international scholar, and now an adjunct instructor of English. George is a 2011 graduate. He has a master's degree from the University of Aberdeen in Scotland and is in the final stages of earning a PhD from the University of Dundee in Scotland as well. He has served in the U.S. Navy as an engineering technician for British Aerospace Engineering, where he assisted in the design of military-grade advanced radar systems and provided technical support to the Navy fleet worldwide. We are proud to have George as part of the Mountain Lion family and thrilled he is with us this morning, so please help me welcome George Williams.
Thank you, Alicia, for that wonderful introduction. Did I really do all those things? I must be getting old. The last time I did something like this, it didn't turn out too well. I got up and stood in front of the crowd and started crying uncontrollably for about 10 minutes. Or as they say in Scotland, I was greeting Nika Bairn. But let's hope that doesn't happen today. I want to thank you all for coming and welcome to the Concord University Veterans Day celebration. The truth is, I'm very honored to give this speech today. And I thought for a long time about exactly what to say, because how can we truly honor the men and women who've sacrificed everything for us? How can we truly honor them? 100 years ago, on November 11th, 1918, one of the bloodiest and most historically significant wars in American history, the war to end all wars, came at long last to an end. Woodrow Wilson would celebrate this a year later, calling it Armistice Day, a day to remember the veterans of World War I. And as time passed and other wars were fought, the day became known as Veterans Day, a day to celebrate and thank all of America's brave servicemen and women, a day to thank all that have served in the United States military. But how nice would it be if we lived in a world where we didn't need militaries, where we didn't have to ask our brothers and sisters and sons and daughters and friends and neighbors to sacrifice everything to defend the freedoms that we so cherish. But that's not reality. Our liberties and freedoms are under constant threat from those around the world that don't believe in democracy, by those who seek power or wealth or control. And every day, brave Americans stand to defend the democracy that we all enjoy. But make no mistake, the role of the military has changed dramatically since the days of trench warfare. From defending our freedoms to protecting our country to performing incredible tasks of humanitarianism, the United States military has worked tirelessly and consistently for our country. In addition to fighting terrorism, patrolling borders, and securing the safety of our country, military teams have airdropped food into Ethiopia. They've helicopter aid into remote villages in Sudan. They've rescued flood victims in Bangladesh. They've rushed pharmaceuticals to earthquake sites around the globe. And they've delivered medical teams to countries affected by disease. Military assistance abroad has rebuilt infrastructures and trained foreign governments. Our service members do more than just work to make our country great. They work tirelessly to make the world a better place. To be sure, it takes a certain type of person to pledge their lives to protect our freedoms. From the moment an individual takes the oath, they accept responsibilities that are bigger than themselves. Our service members sacrifice time with their families, often missing holidays, birthdays, and other milestones. They sacrifice their health, their bodies, their minds, and some never return, making the ultimate sacrifice of their lives. They have a deep-rooted belief that this country is worth fighting for, that these sacrifices are all worth it. They have honor and bravery and patriotism, and every one of them deserves the thanks and admiration of our entire country. I joined the Navy in 1984 and served a number of years as an electronics technician. I was in Desert Storm, Desert Shield. I served again later in the West Virginia Army National Guard. There are approximately 18.5 million citizens currently that are either serving or have served, and I am proud and honored to be one of them. And one thing that almost every veteran has in common is they hate really long speeches. So with that said, I want to thank you all for attending. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, George, for your message. Thank you for your service. Chuck, thank you for your service. Other veterans in the audience, we appreciate what you've done. And it has come time to offer a word of prayer for our veterans, those who have served so that we have the freedom in America to practice our religion or to practice no religion. Our military has fought for us. They fought for those who have spiritual beliefs. They fought for those who are free thinkers, who are atheists, who are agnostics. They fought for all people of all faiths. They have fought for us, each of us who are Americans. And we need to thank them. And we need to express our thankfulness for what they have done, what they have sacrificed, what they've contributed to us. We will now have a moment of silence during which I will pray for our veterans. You may join me, or you may just simply observe the silence. Amen. John. Retire the colors.
Color guard. Forward. March. Left. 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 Right. Color guard. Halt. Post. present arms. Order, arms. Post. Colors reverse. March. Left. Left. Forward. Forward. March. Left.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. That concludes our ceremony.